Before Laura ever met Arlo, she had a feeling he was special.
I saw Arlo's little picture on the ICS rescue and I was like, I have to go meet this dog.
And when she did meet him, he made quite the impression.
He got away from his handler and he almost ran through the automatic doors and got away. And we should have taken that as a sign that he was like a complete wild thing.
Back in 2015, Arlo was a dog with behavior problems at Indianapolis Animal Care Services. But turns out he was also smart, gentle, and loyal. He just needed the time and space to prove it. So that's what Laura and her husband Alex gave him.
He was so grateful to just be here. That first night that you see them really settle in and become comfortable and feel safe in your home is so incredibly rewarding.
Arlo was a goofy boy who loved to dig, run, and constantly make his family laugh.
I feel like he had this hound-like sense of humor almost to him. He was always kind of living in the moment for what he wanted to do, what sniff he wanted.
4 years after being adopted, Arlo suffered a spinal cord injury while playing that left both of his back legs paralyzed.
At the time, it was so scary.
But Arlo had been given a second chance at a life full of love and adventure outside the shelter, and he was not going to waste it.
Seeing the resilience and the way he approached life even after that was really refreshing.
Within months, Arlo defied the odds and learned to walk again. Alex and Laura say he taught them determination, courage, and what it means to have a passion for life.
We didn't know if he was going to make it out of this accident and all of that stuff. So having gone through that and having a really good, fulfilling 6 years after the fact was pretty awesome.
Arlo had 10 incredible years after leaving his shelter kennel. When his family said goodbye to him in August, they knew Arlo's story was not quite finished.
Being a volunteer at the shelter and just knowing how much money is needed, and that's the shelter he came from, we kind of just thought, let's make something positive out of this.
They put a call out on social media asking their family, friends, and community to donate to Friends of Indie Animals in honor of Arlo.
And I mean, we had people who had never met him reaching out and, sending condolences and donating.
When donations poured in faster than ever before, friends thought it had to be a glitch. But it wasn't. It was Arlo. Arlo's people raised nearly $10,000 for the shelter that saved his life, so other dogs can have that same chance.
Literal angels are at the shelter.
Laura still volunteers at ICS, where thousands of dogs just like Arlo find themselves each year. She sees firsthand the difference every dollar and every volunteer makes.
So many people give so much time and love to these animals that sometimes don't make it out. And I truly do feel like it is a community of people that I feel very, very lucky to be a part of.
Each time a volunteer goes to the shelter, they make an animal's life a little better. And that's what keeps Laura going back week after week. After all, volunteers once showed up for Arlo.
And I can just imagine him getting his only time out of the kennel that day, just being a menace and pulling on the leash and stuff. And that volunteer is probably just like, it's Arlo. But I know he appreciated it. And
Arlo's life proved shelter dogs are not broken. They're full of joy and personality. They're just waiting on the right families to find them.
It's just really great to be able to provide that safety, that comfort, that love for an animal who returns it in spades.
Arlo returned so much to the shelter that saved him. His donations mean shelter animals will have access to medical care, supplies, and comfort items they might not have had otherwise. Arlo's legacy shows the power of community and the impact a single dog can make.
Arlo was a presence, and we could not have raised it without him being the character that he was.